attempt to do this. Please keep me informed. Like, hey, easy, like check in every now and again. Like, easy, it's working or it's not working. I couldn't tell you. Numerous comments. Stevie says, by the time this gets going again, it will be time for the meeting. You know how I have that radio station meeting? That happens today. She's right. David says that $5,000 should have been spent on better internet. LOL. Megan with easy, this may be a sign to take a day off. And she's right. She's right. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Becca Shea is here. She says, I give up. Don't give up. Megan with the great question about Bruce. Do the other dogs seem to notice that Bruce is not there? I don't know if it's rabbit ears on my part, but it sure seems that way to me. Like they're kind of like looking around, and it just feels that way, you know. Alan says, so wait, was the total $6,500? Yes, but in my storytelling, which was in and out because of whatever it is going on with the tech here. And by the way, as a reminder, please let me know if it pukes or whatnot, because I kind of use that as a guide. I appreciate that. They said, yeah, it's time for the deposit, $5,000. So that was a shock to my system. And that's kind of, you know, when you have to process that, your brain tries to play tricks on you that, well, this is officially the end of the world. This is the absolute end of the world. And first world problems, right? So I try to just, you know, focus. Alan says, so I guessed right on. Alan, did you predict $6,500? I must have missed that, buddy. Through all of this nonsense? Yeah, you would have been dead nuts on. So then that I took it, Scott was at $6,250. You are 100% on. $6,500 is what it was. It's a hell of a price tag. Branjo says it's time to do some podcast bartering with them. Yeah, maybe down the road. Maybe down the road. But Madison says, how much was it? No, that isn't what she said. She goes, don't tell me what it costs because I'll have an anxiety attack. And I'm thinking to myself, it's not coming out of your wallet. While we were there, I felt so bad because when I walked in, there was some dude there who looked desperate. And he was there with a couple of pals who were supporting him. And I'm not exactly sure what was going on with the dog. But he's in an exam room that was across from mine, and he was there even longer than I was. Like I said, he was there before I got there, and when I left, he was still there. Poor dude is laying on the floor with his dog, and the dog looked like he was having a bad day. And I know he was, when you are talking when I was, like I said, he was there before I got there, and when I left, he was still there. Poor dude is laying on the floor with his dog, and the dog looked like he was having a bad day. And I know he was, when you are talking with these folks, that still needs to happen. So I'm going to keep going. Who cares, The idea of money or your pet lives or dies is remarkable to me. It seems terrible. I would do whatever it takes to make it happen. Beg, borrow, steal. and have at it that way. While we're there, there was a French bulldog that was losing its mind in the lobby. And the little fucker's screaming and yelling like a maniac. And so I was talking to somebody there, and I found out that this little Frenchie was found on the side of the road. So some good Samaritan picked it up and brought it in to Blue Pearl, and they scanned it, and they went ahead then and they got the information that it had a little chip, and they called the person who that dog belonged to, and it turns out that dog had escaped a month ago, or was taken. I don't know. You know that Lady Gaga thing where the bad guys stole Lady Gaga's Frenchies and shot the dog walker, and he was screaming in the street, bleeding like a stuck pig. It might have been, who knows? But the owner's like, Jesus, we've been crying every day for a month. What? You have my dog? So he comes in, and I witnessed the reunion, and it's like the dog was pissed off at him. I was like, Jesus Christ. So he takes the dog home, and so now they're back together. It was unbelievable. So as this show goes, because the live stream is back again, and I don't have answers as to why this is, but what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to keep going, regardless of coming and going on the live stream. So I guess my advice to the audience is just sit tight, and it'll probably come back on its own like it has been. And I'll just keep going. And then if you want to go back and check in with something that you may have missed on the audio podcast, you can download it or it'll show up in your inbox if you're already subscribed to this audio podcast. But that way I'll keep it going, because the audio podcast still needs to happen. And I'm happy to do it. I'm not just going to, I know it sounds, hey, easy, you might just bail there. And, they're going to let me know. All right. Thank you very much for being part of this show, as wonky as it has been on the stream. Part of this show, as wonky as it has been on the stream. But I'm going to go.